Bonus bucks once again up for grabs in this Limited Sportsman 30 lapper. 50 bucks goes to the winner. High side, they anticipate the green and they get it as Crazy Charlie leads the charge into turn number 1. Dean Click down on the inside with that 07X run second. On the outside, Rich Heberger, car number 64, runs into the number 2 position. Jimmy Belial, car number 57, is up front, but Dean Click goes around. Danny Green goes around. Green able to motor on away. Let's see if that 07X of Click can get refired in time. 89 wins for Bob Potter. He'll be looking for win number 90 next Saturday night. But right now it's back to green flag racing in the Limited Sportsman division. Rich Heberger, car number 64. Drag racing, the 52 of Crazy Charlie, and he comes out on top in turn number 2. John Faulkner on the move with car number 03. Things are happening on the backstretch. Lyle Wolfinger goes around with the 41 car. He's under power. Looks as though he's going to rejoin the field. And we're going to stay under green. We have a hood here on the front stretch. Yow! Minus the hood. Green flag is back out. And once again, it looks as though Crazy Charlie with the edge on the outside. But they've been this route before. Rich Heberger to the inside. John Faulkner running third, Jimmy Belial is fourth, but here comes Johnny Cambino with car number 7 as the King comes charging to the front of the field. Crazy Charlie sideways off the 4th turn. They stack them up 4 wide. It just can't get any tighter than that, folks, as they bunch up through the turn. Looks like a traffic jam on Friday night on the Gold Star Bridge, but everybody stays pointed in the right direction. In the meantime, Rich Heberger has motored on away from the field. John Faulkner moves into the runner-up spot. Howard Gernhardt off the speedway as Crazy Charlie into the wall in turn number 1. Kenny Cassidy around. Problems erupting all over turn 1. Rich Heberger on the inside. John Faulkner on the outside as we go back to green. Another drag race into turn number 1. Faulkner pulls even, looking for the edge off turn number 2. They accelerate, looking for maximum traction. Heberger stays tucked down low, but here comes Tracy Karnazik making it 3 wide for the lead. Action hot and heavy up front. All the heavy hitters are already breathing fire at the front of the field. Karnazik down low, Heberger in the middle. Outside it's Faulkner, and Faulkner comes out on top with the 03. Karnazik with a little bit of contact. Faulkner regains control and we stay underway. Nice recovery by the driver of the 03. Cost him the lead, but nonetheless, he's still running in the number 2 position. Charles Bailey the third on the move with kind of a 94. He marches into the number 2 position down on the inside. Trouble on the front straightaway. Somebody's got a tire gone south. Jimmy Bruce goes around with the 08. There's a tire in turn number 1. It looks this time around. Charles Bailey III coming back strong here tonight after a hard crash last Saturday night. Looks to the outside of Tracy Karnazik and has the edge. Karnazik back to second. Campino runs third. Then it's the 11X of Glenn Boss. Now moving into the 3rd spot. John Faulkner in trouble with the 03. Does a 360. Bobby Bruce goes around with a 360. Both stay on the throttle. Both drivers able to keep in a forward motion. And we stay under green flag conditions, believe it or not. Danny Green with a whole lot of damage up front, dragging the front bumper on his race car. Looks as though John Faulkner may have lost the right front tire on the 03 car as he limps around the speedway. Tough break after a nice save. But all goes for nothing as we stay under green. One-third of the way through this 30-lap feature. Louis Belial off the pace with the 50L down on the inside, staying out of harm's way. Meanwhile, up front, Charles Bailey III, car number 94, setting a blistering pace right in front of our defending track champion in car number 11X. Louis Belial goes to the center of the infield, out of the competition. Meanwhile, up front, it's a battle for the positions 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Black flag goes out to car number 23 as he drags the front end. A lot of damage to the front of that automobile. They're trying to get him off the racetrack and into the center of the infield, out of harm's way. Johnny Cambino goes around with car number 7. He's lamb-blasted by John Connell's number 78X. So that's going to bring out the caution flag with 13 laps. Charlie Bailey out front. Glenn Boss, Tracy Kernazik, Pat Dinellen all up front as Dinellen gets the better of Kernazik for the 3rd spot. Here comes Kenny Cassidy on the move with car number 11. Jimmy Belial in trouble with car number 57. He jumps out of line. We're not quite sure what the problem is, but the 82 of Paul Burdoin Jr. goes around at turn 1. Eric Webster with the 9 car as Burdoin looks to get the 82 off the speedway, and 15 laps have been completed in this 30-lap feature event. Jimmy Belial trying to limp off the speedway on the backstretch. Paul Burdoin Jr. refires with the 82 car and heads back out onto the asphalt. Two cars at the back end of the field being given the black flag. Paul Burdoin Jr., car number 82, and we leave the 9 of Eric Webster, also was given the black flag last time around. Burdoin Jr. pulls in. The leaders are able to get on by without too many problems. And Charles Bailey III continues to set sail in quest of his first win of the year. Action at the present time appears to be for the number 3 position. Pat Dinellen has it. Kenny Cassidy looking to take it away. Eric Webster in car number 9 once again being told to pull it off into the infield area. Evidently mechanical problems slowing his efforts tonight. But back up front, it's still the Charlie Bailey show as car number 94 out front and has set sail. Glenn Boss, car number 11X, running in the number 2 position as Kenny Cassidy has taken away the 3rd spot with car number 11, putting the 07 of Pat Dinellen back. Pace car is in, the field is side by side, set to return to green. Charlie Bailey down on the inside, stays tucked down low. Glenn Boss on the outside has a visitor. Pat Dinellen flexing his muscles just a bit, pulled alongside. Not able to complete the move, he drops back to the 4th spot as Kenny Cassidy battles down on the inside. 22 and counting, it'll be 23 this time by. Charles Bailey opening up once again, about a car length advantage. Glenn Boss, Kenny Cassidy, and Pat Dinellen in hot pursuit. Each lap becomes increasingly more important. 5 to go, posted from the flag stand. 5 more circuits around for Charles Bailey III in car number 94. Charles Bailey, Glenn Boss, Kenny Cassidy, Pat Dinellen, Tracy Kernozik, Bobby Bruce, and Mike Caprio in that order as laps now begin to tick away.
Marker coming out this time by is Charles Bailey III. Looks for win number 1 in 1993. Pair of 11s battle for second and third. That's Pat Dinellen in the 07. Tracy Kernozik, Bobby Bruce, and last week's feature winner Mike Caprio. John Faulkner slows on the backstretch with the 03. That allows some of the faster drivers to make their way on by. Final time around the 1/3 mile oval is Charles Bailey III looking for feature win number 1 in 1993. Ken Cassidy looks to make a bid for second. Works his way down low past the 11X of Glenn Boss. Pat Dinellen looking to duplicate the move, but Boss able to close the doors. Charles Bailey III looks to come in and pick up the win, settling for the second spot. Car number 11 for Ken Cassidy from Lisbon. Unofficially in for third, car number 11X4, Glenn Boss from Charleston, Rhode Island. And rounding out the top 4 unofficially, car number 07 for Pat Dinellen of Salem. Well, Charles Bailey III from Oakdale, Connecticut. He looks to pick up the win in tonight's 30 lap. Limited Sportsman main event. Joe Golis going down trackside. He's going to have a word with the feature winner.
Acme Auto, AC Delco, bonus bucks. So he's going to be $50 richer as well. Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that 30 lap feature event, Charles Bailey III, picks up his first win of the year. You know, Johnny, you came back from utter disaster last Saturday night. You destroyed the car in turn number 2. Tonight, it's turned around. It couldn't be any better.
I got to thank the 03 racing team, Faulkner, for straightening it out and dedicating this one to my crew, my future child, and everybody else.
You know, last week it looked like the car wouldn't be back for quite some time. Very heavily damaged. You say John Faulkner, who races against you, fixed it for you?
Yeah, he did. He bolted on his frame machine for me, and there we go by him. I feel bad, but he'll be there. You know that.
Well, you know, you've got Quality Concrete. You've got Paul's TV. Anybody else out there you want to say thanks to?
Just the crew, and then Al Cool, of course.
You know, you've got a quiet fan club up here. We really can't hear them.
Yeah.
Evidently, you got a lot of backers, a lot of people to say thanks to, Charlie. Another nice run. Again, congratulations. First win of the year for Charles Bailey III, driving car number 94.